Okay, we're back with another Dragon Champions video, and I have done the impossible, at least for me. I've managed to unlock Thalanne, as you can see. So I'm just going to go through where my goblin set was, and if I get lucky, at least I'll demonstrate my strategy. Caveat, definitely random number generator. Really depends on who you're able to burn down, but I'll talk about what at least my suggestion is for the kill order and how I was able to do it. As you can see, my goblin team is nowhere maxed out. Level 78 for Gorram, everybody else is 77. Gear 8 for major shot, a variety of ability levels. Again, nothing is maxed out on my team. My runes for shot were just speed and potency, just to see if you can get a few more attacks in. Gorram I've had to really bump up. He's really the key, and his henchmen are the key to just getting extra attacks in. So I had to max out his basic, which if he crits out, basically Adam gets taunt. Taunt is absolutely critical because everybody else is way too squishy. So if you don't pretty much get a taunt on Adam to absorb a lot of the attacks, you might as well just restart. So he's just got crit runes all the way around, and you can see speed is not that great. Gear 8 on Amara. Sorry, I didn't mention Gear 8 also on Gorram. Amara, 5543, and her job is to burn the enemy and just trying to get AoE attacks in with hopefully this additional targeting. Adam, as I mentioned, I did max out his basic just because trying to get damage decrease is pretty good mitigation. I started with armor runes, but then switched all to health runes because he just didn't have a high enough health pool. I had planned, if I wasn't going to unlock Thalanne, to bump up his instigator ability just to guarantee, or not guarantee, but get a better chance of getting taunt. And then Pigwald, I ended up getting to gear 9. But again, his goal is just to get as much burst damage in as possible. So I try to stack the lock and load with the rocket strike. He's got speed and crit rune as well. So really, guys, it's as legit basic goblin team as possible. And now I'll walk through the event itself just to see. Yeah, really happy because I had mentioned in previous video I'm trying to build a elf crit team consisting of Nightingale, Dummin, Lula, and Thalanne, and then probably Solius. So let's get right to it. Again, here's what my setup is. Because I don't have General Murdock, I have to put Major Shot as the lead, and it really doesn't matter where everybody else is, in my opinion, but I've got kind of my weak, squishy guys in the back. We'll see how many videos it takes. If I can't make it even to the final phase to show you guys, I can at least tell you what happened. It's probably taken me about 20 to 25 tries throughout as I'm leveling goblins up. So my last video started, I think my goblins were level 60, and I was able to auto my way all the way through to stage 5. You can see I've had to get it all the way up to 77. So a lot of my resources have only been to goblins in the last week or so. Okay, so first things first, must take down Phalia. If she survives by the time her second turn happens, she just burst damages you, and you might as well just restart. So because my cooldowns call for this, I'm just basic attacking here. Once Gorram attacks here, Adam, you'll have an assist and you might get lucky like that and have a damage decrease. Now, ideally, your damage decrease goes on sharp and failure, but it is what it is. You have a few options here. I've just been using the basic just again to try to get damage decrease. So luckily here, I got it on sharp, but you saw the taunt did not activate on Adam. So now Pigwald is going to die at some point. Ideally, of course, in an ideal world, you get the damage decrease and you get a taunt on Adam, which is why I was going to increase his passive to give him a better chance to taunt at the beginning of his turn. So if you guys are struggling with taunt, you may have to look at doing that. So I'm going to continue to work down failure. At this point, I do use Amara's medium well, even though nobody's burning, just to try to get failure down for sure. And there she goes. Because this is phases, saving things for the next round don't make too much sense to me until you have just Senjil standing. So I will use his Rocket Strike here. And then now you're going to summon the henchmen. And again, more random number generator. You're trying to get a taunt on Adam because Sharp will use his single target DPS, his triple attack, forget what it's called. And if it's not landing on Adam, you might as well restart because you're going to lose a character. So I got a taunt there, so I am going to keep going here. I'll use the burn attacks. I do not charge here right now, just because I want to just keep burning Sharp down. I will use the get down to work just to attack Sharp a little bit more. Unfortunately, he dodged that, so I will have to absorb this attack. You see how much damage that does? If that was on any of your other goblins, they would be dead. So just going through again, at this point, if you're lucky and you can survive Pigwald, you want to time your charge so that you can do a damaged rocket strike on the next wave. But I'll just show you, let's make it to the next wave so you can see, and I can explain how you're going to attack this. I have tried many times to focus on Count Delman first, thinking that I could burn him down, but with the levels and abilities of this team, it's just not feasible. What ends up happening is Kinley always taunts, and then everybody else goes invisible, and you're just at the mercy of hoping that your AoE attacks land. Count Delman, I don't know what it is, but his tenacity is through the roof in this round. He resists just about every sort of debuff. So you're going to have to get lucky a little bit, but I started focusing on Kinley, and that's how I was able to beat this stage. So at this point, I'm one turn away from the Rocket Strike. I will charge or lock and load, and hopefully with the taunt on Adam, I don't get hit. So he's going to do a turn here, and he may lose his taunt, and this is really what will make or break your rounds. So this flashbang, again, you may see some resists here. And you see, like, basically everybody resisted except for Patriarchy. Critical point here, you must have the second henchman, and if you're lucky, a third. So the key to the henchman is this big poom. It does damage to everybody, but it dazes them or stuns them. With the heavy resist that's going on, I've had mixed success with this, but anytime it shows up, you got to use it. So you can see I dazed Lula, but Delman again, it did nothing. I'm going to try to do the burn, and now with my charge on, I use my Rocket Strike. Again, this is a recipe. You got to try to get Kinley down, and with Adam on the taunt, which is how you're going to be able to absorb Delman's attacks. Patriarch is annoying, but really once you get Kinley down, I'll take the healer out, Illyria, and then you pick out Wonder Lula or Delman, whichever one is the lower health. So even though he's not burning, I am really just trying to... so you see I've just lost 2 people, and this is not going to end well. Like I said, it's going to be hard to recreate the video that I was able to unlock with. So just a quick point. At some point, you will get an opening to not have to attack Kinley because his taunt drops off. At that instance, hopefully more of your guys are alive compared to mine, but I will pick off Illyria just because she'll keep healing everybody. So you can see she's dead, and then you can try to do a couple more attacks on these other ones, but you're just going to get taunted back off. Or invisible and see, there you go. So I'll keep going here, but I will mention the next phase is 2 Fows, which is easier than this phase here. If you can control, lock, stun, burn down one of the Fows, you should be able to defeat the second one, no problem. It's all about timing. So I'm going to lose here, and I'm going to quickly reset a couple more times and really rush through it to see, just to get some more gameplay in for you guys. But that's the strategy I used. I had to burn Kinley down. You can see now this is a lost battle. So just to recap, and again, I'll show you one more video, and I apologize. I was kind of waking up in the morning. I said, I'm going to try it a couple more times. And then, of course, when I did the unlock, my first thought was, oh, great, I didn't record that. So let's see what we can, let's see if I can get to the Fow stage. So you can, so again, Thalia, I will focus on as much as possible. Hope for a taunt. Didn't get a taunt there. Now Gorram is half dead, which usually means this is going to be a failure. So the second you see Adam not taunt, you might as well restart, in my opinion. Yeah. So I got lucky there, and I was able to beat Sharp before he got his turn on, which is pretty big. So in this case, knowing that Senjil is almost dead, I will shield up on Adam just to absorb like maybe 1 or 2 more hits for the next phase. Flashbang. So I got decent luck there. Normally most people resist that, so heal block on a few characters, but I am focusing on the tank. So I will charge to hopefully survive a rocket strike. Not survive, but survive until I can use the rocket strike. The more henchmen you can get out, the better, and that really is the key. You need to get 3 of them out. You have to survive to get 3 pigs out, or this is a lost cause. There goes Adam. That's unfortunate. You can see that Lula is almost dead, but now I didn't survive to get everybody, enough henchmen out. So this is going to be another lost battle, guys. Sorry, but hopefully you get the strategy. And I really had wished I had recorded what I'd done this morning. But I'll restart one more time. It's going to be a level or lesson in patience. I've had to do this, like I said, at least 20 times. Luckily, once you get the strategy down, you kind of know when to quit and just restart. So you're not spending hours and hours doing this, to be honest. And really, key is making sure that Gorram's basic is at level 6. And if you cannot get the taunt to hit on Adam as much as you need to, you may need to look at increasing his passive so that he can taunt. And then in the second phase, the key is making sure that you can get to a point. Wow, you can see Adam just died there. Second phase, the key is you want to get to 3 pigs. Once you get 3 pigs in, I believe my last team standing for FOW was Amara, Pigwald, and 3 pigs. So between the Amara and Pigwald, I was able to burst down one of the FOWs, and then once the pigs are out, basically you're cycling random number generator for dazes and stuns, and that's enough. In fact, it didn't take me multiple tries once I had that, got to FOW. So there's some hope for you guys yet. I know a lot of people, I mean, I didn't think I was going to get to this point where I could unlock her, and I definitely wasn't going to spend money to try to get more stars on my goblins. So we'll just do this one last video because we're already at 17 minutes, but really wish you guys luck. If you have any comments or you need me to elaborate more, wow, he's dead again. Let me know in the comments below. Send me a like if you liked at least the strategy here, and I will try to do my best to explain in the content description as to what's going on. Okay, I'll leave it at that because this is going to be another loss. And really, again, if you can get to a point where you get the tank down, that is the only way, in my opinion, or at least what I've done, that you can beat this unlock. Okay, so that's it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be back with my next video, hopefully showing you some of my new elf team. Thanks.